Hey guys, what's up? I'm here for a review of a Nazi-ploitation splatter zombie horror comedy action film from 2014 from Tommy Wykola, the director of Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and the director of Dead Snow. And well, not tonight's, I guess, today's, because it's like 6 in the morning, actually 7, no wait. It's almost 9, actually. Damn. But, today's movie is Dead Snow 2, Red vs. Dead. Now, I've been waiting about a year for this movie. I mean, I was excited to see this movie before I'd even seen the first one. That's how much I was looking forward to this one. So, this movie has to do with Martin, the only survivor of the first film. He escapes and he tries to stop the Nazi zombies by building an army of his own to battle their army, which they are building. The film starts with like a flashback of the first film, kind of letting you know, like, hey, this isn't the first Dead Snow. If you haven't seen the first one, these are spoilers, you know. And, yeah. At this point in the film, I'm only about a few minutes in and I'm already laughing pretty hard at the movie. So, after he escapes the zombies, this guy performs mouth-to-mouth. This trucker who accidentally hits one of the zombies tries to perform mouth-to-mouth on the zombie and it kills him. And Martin just decides, hey, let's go and he gets in a car crash and then he wakes up in the hospital and his arm that he had previously cut off was there again, but it's not his arm. It's the arm of Colonel Herzog, the leader of the Nazi zombies. So he kind of has a kind of Dr. Strangelove kind of thing. If you guys have seen Dr. Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, how Dr. Strangelove has a kind of like he's in a wheelchair and he keeps trying to like do the fucking goose-step salute, and he ends up just kind of hitting his arm like, no, don't. That's kind of how it works here. So now that Colonel Herzog is building an army of Nazi zombies, this is kind of where I just kind of stopped. So, this movie was made on a budget of 6.5 times bigger than the budget of the first film. And it definitely shows here. Now, the first film, with this one they kind of pull in aliens on you. How it's kind of like how the first Alien movie was a sci-fi horror film, and then the sequel, Aliens, was more of an action film. This film is more of an action film than a horror film, although it still has the very, very bloody horror comedy elements. The acting, I can only really count on, I can only talk about the English dub of the film, because that's all that Netflix has currently on Instant Play, is the English dub of this one. But the English dub is actually pretty good. Not the best English dub I've ever heard, but it's definitely one of the better ones I've heard for a foreign film. And it definitely works. It didn't bother me that much. And actually, this film was made in 3 languages. Norwegian, because obviously it's a film from Norway. German, because of Nazi zombies. And English, because there are actually American characters in this movie that speak English. Let's see, the writing's pretty good. It's funny, witty, you know, goofy, very kind of Evil Dead-esque, I guess. The gore here is really good, although much like in the first one, they kind of they just decided to put some CG blood and gore in there, and I mean, it didn't bother me that much, and it isn't super noticeable, but I don't know. It's still the gore effects are still really good in this one. The camera work, lighting, sound mix, music, all that is really, really well done. Let's see, the characters. The characters here are really, they're not, you know, super flat. They're really fun and likable. Really fun to spend about an hour and a half with. Although since the fat movie reference guy died in the first film, which is really sad because he was my favorite character, now we have a group of nerds who claim to be zombie experts, and one of them just keeps making references to Star Wars, and that's really what we get here. So, yeah, they didn't make a good thing to fill the void in my heart that I felt after he died. I don't know. There isn't a single annoying character in this film. All in all, this one's probably on par with the first film. I wouldn't say I liked it as much as the first film. I almost liked it as much as the first film. The first film was more like Evil Dead, you know. If you guys know what I'm trying to say here. It was more like a tribute to Evil Dead. You know, it was people in a cabin in the woods and zombies. That's cliched, but it was really, really fun. And for this one, they decided to go with more of a kind of... I kind of want to compare it to Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, because they go for, let's just go balls to the walls nuts with this zombie thing. Make as many zombies as we can. Make, you know, blood flying everywhere. Try to make every scene as violent as possible. According to what I've read, this movie used I think 900 liters of fake blood, which I don't think that's as much as there was used in Brain Dead. I think that's probably about as much they used in Lloyd Kaufman's Poultrygeist. The title. I want to comment on the title of the film, Red vs. Dead. Okay, the title does not make much sense until you are about an hour into the film, and then it actually makes sense, and I actually, you know, the title started to make sense, and I really, really, really liked the title and the idea for the film after that point, after I got it, and now I really, really dig the title. At first, I was a bit iffy on it. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like The Corpse Grinders, and 10 being something like Brain Dead, Dead Snow 2 Red vs. Dead is probably about a 7. It's just a really good, gut-busting, skull-splitting splatter film. It's really violent and fun and goofy, and it's... I mean, if you like the first film, I definitely say you should give this one a watch. I mean, if you like, you know, horror comedies and stuff like Evil Dead, I definitely say you give this entire series of movies a watch, and I really, really, really hope we get a Dead Snow 3, or at least another similar film from the director. One last thing. This is the only film in existence where you will see a group of children get bum rushed by an army of Nazi zombies and then run over by a tank. 10 out of 10. 5 out of 5. A+. 100 out of 100. Easily one of the best movies I've seen from last year. Anyway, guys, I'm BiscuitBoo609. The links to the Facebook page, Twitter, Tumblr, all that, and Chloe's Cosplay and Makeup channel are all in the description below. Be sure to check all those out, and Rotten Cotton t-shirts, where I got this Miss 45 t-shirt that I really, really like this one. Anyway, guys, I'm signing off. Peace.